fellow collectors. Today we'll be taking a look at Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Revelation Hero. It's a play on the word He-Man, but he's a hero. So we see this is the 40th anniversary of He-Man. This is on Netflix. Turn it on the side, we see some artwork. On the back, we see Hero. And unlike Clamp Champ, his words are here, not up here. So it's easier for me to pull in here and let you pause and read. And we see here he does have 4 figures in this lineup. Here we have Hero, Heroic Cosmic Warrior. So let's get this guy out and see how cool he is. Okay, now that we have this guy out of the packaging, we can see we have a hand here. Extend it out, and we do have this fisted hand. He does come with this big staff weapon. Nice detail in it. Now, as we look at the figure himself, we see this head sculpt here with the, for lack of a better word, tiara. He does come with all this armor, a cloth cape. Now, the problem with this cloth cape is inside the package, they tag this in there. So you might have some holes or some leftover plastic from that placed in the box. But it is a nice thick cape. See, I found another one. I'm glad they went to tape. Anyway, so we see the chest piece and we see the lower piece here. His boots are shiny and have this blue stripe in it. And bracers. Alright, as far as articulation, this guy can look up, down, left, and right. Does a nice T-pose. Arms can swivel around. He does have this bicep swivel as well. He has a double bend, and you'll notice his muscle here is kind of designed for his bend to fit in good. Now his bracer does can be removed, so it does rotate around with his wrist. So if it's in the way, you can move it out of the way. As far as ab crunch goes, it's pretty good ab crunch. Rotation around in the wrist, or waist. Pretty good split. Does a thigh bend here, double bend in the knee. Boot does allow rotation and ball joint there. So figures stands nicely. This big weapon of his does fit in either hand, so it's up to you where you're going to place it. As far as me, this guy comes in right at 7 1/4. That means he will fit in nicely with Superman and the other DC Multiverse line, and will be just a little bit taller than a G.I. Joe or a Marvel Legends. Let me see. Okay. So the figure by himself out of the box. Comes in at 5.6 ounces. So pretty heavy figure for others, but pretty normal for the line. These figures are always nice and thick, which is good for this Mattel line. Yeah, so yeah, it's a big figure. As with the other champions from the TV show Netflix, you know, he is only in for like an episode or two. He does have a short cameo when the attorney is destroyed. So, having trouble putting that in. But anyway, until next time, guys, remember, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.